Hey gang, Ronan here. Welcome to the Retrocade, and as promised, my first attempt to dive into the From Software universe and take on what is arguably one of the best games of the last 20 years, and also one of the most polarizing. We are going to play Dark Souls Remastered. Now, I am playing this on the Steam app because it was the easiest one to be able to set up for. And what we're going to do over the course of the next about half an hour or so is we are just going to get started diving into this game. Now, I wanted to play it for a couple of reasons. One, its reputation obviously precedes itself. It is a game that has been among the most popular made, again, in the 21st century. It's been the flagship by which FromSoft really helped build their reputation as a company that makes incredibly diverse and really interesting games, but they also make games that have a very retro vibe to them. And what I mean by that is they are games that one of the reasons why it took me so long to get into it was because I'd heard two different arguments. One, it's a great game if you like these sorts of games. And two, it's too hard for modern gamers. That the degree of difficulty is such that it put off more people than it got into it. Because it doesn't hold your hand and it doesn't sit there and make itself easier the further along the game goes. The difficulty curve is fairly high right out the gate. Now, as I'm putting my character together, and if you've seen my other playthroughs, which I hope you have, you know I'm not a magic guy. I'm not against having magic in games like this, but I'm very much a shielded sword guy. So, I have two primary options I'm going to go with here. I'm either going to go for the knight or I'm going to go for the warrior. And looking at it, that we get a little bit of variation on our stats. I think for this one, for a first time go through, I'm going to go with the warrior. I like that he has more strength and dexterity than the knight. The knight has attunement, which I'm not entirely sure what that's for. I'm suspecting that's for magic. Vitality is, from what I understand, that is your life. So he's got more life because he's got better armor. And he has more faith. But the warrior has slightly better resistance, and yeah, he's more of a rounded character, so yes, I'm just going to go with this one. Gifts. Now, there's a bunch of things that are here that I can look at. I am going to go with the master key, because when in doubt, if you can open doors that you can't normally get to through other means, then that seems to be the most practical. I'm sure I will get more of an understanding about how humanities work. Blessings don't help me because I'm not a paladin or anything. Tiny Being's Ring. HP boost, that's not going to help me. And the Old Witch's Ring. That seems to be something fairly nebulous, and yeah, it's... pendant, okay, that's pointless. Binoculars... It's great, but I don't know what I'd be looking at with them. So, yeah, the master key it is. Physique. So, I mean, I can make him a beefy guy. I can make him top heavy. I can make him bottom heavy. I can literally make him top heavy. I mean, we'll just go for average here. So, one of the things that I want to clear out up front is that I am not completely alien to this game. Again, I haven't played it, but that doesn't mean I don't understand how the game works, and I haven't seen other people play through it. This is a good time for me, I think, to establish the rules that I have for this game. I think the commoner is just going to be my best bet here. So, rule one. This is not... I'm not looking at this to be a pure 100% playthrough. I'm not looking to get absolutely everything. I'm obviously going to be looking for as much stuff as I can. because obviously the more stuff you find, the better. But if you are looking for what I consider the best pure 100% tutorial on this game, then I would recommend you go to a channel that is owned by a gentleman named Fightin' Cowboy. And I will put a link to his playthrough down below. I don't know Cowboy, but he is one of the more prominent YouTube gamers that I have come across in my travels online. And honestly, it was watching his playthroughs of all 3 Dark Souls games, as well as Sekiro, and he also did one for Elden Ring, that really got me interested in wanting to finally take the dive into these games. And it was one where I was like, okay, he kind of showed me that it was one where if it wasn't quite so crazy and that it is not as completely impossible to beat as we were led to believe, then okay. So, again, check out his channel, Fightin' Cowboy. He posts a ton of content all the time. I'm not getting any kickback by propping him up. In fact, I doubt he even knows I exist. But I would send you that way if you have never played the game and you're in a position like I am and you really want to see just how difficult these games may or may not be for you. That would be the place I would start at. He goes through everything. He does a full 100% playthrough, and it's really, really good. And I've probably watched those playthroughs usually when I'm at the gym or when I'm going to and from work. I don't know how many times. So, okay, we've got our character built, and it looks like we are ready to go. So, rule 2 is that I'm going to play this game until I either beat it or I give up on it. That's the option. So, again, I want to be able to see if me as a first-generation 40-something-year-old gamer can take on a challenge like this on a modern game that has very much a retro vibe. So, we've spent about 5 minutes getting this done, so let's get going. Oh, okay, so this is the prologue. Now, I remember seeing this. I'm going to let it run just because I'm sure if you know this series, you've probably seen this a gazillion times, but part of it is being able to see this on my nice big shiny monitor is really cool. You're not seeing it from my perspective, but I have a 42-inch monitor that I run my PC on, so this is quite pretty, I have to say.
Heat and cold, life and death.
Now, one thing that did interest me about this game also
Light and dark.
is the lore of it. The mythology that was put into the game
Then from the dark
was something that really interested me the more episodes of Cowboy's playthrough I watched.
within the flame.
And that Hidetaka Miyazaki, where he came up with all these ideas from, I don't know. But
Nito.
this is the sort of stuff when I was a kid looking at games like this that always interested me. Boy, he looks like a charmer.
The witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos.
Okay, so we have the witch.
Gwyn, the lord of sunlight, and his faithful knights.
And that's a lot of Kniggets he's got there.
And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons.
Of course they did.
Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone
Zap.
spears.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own.
Now, if I remember it right, we have to fight him and at least 3 or 4 of the other characters that are referenced here at some point throughout the game. So, again, I'm not completely in the dark about this. In some ways, I wish I was, but in other ways, I'm glad I'm not.
Flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Bummer of a birthmark you got there, Hal. So, in keeping with the general spirit of my other playthroughs, I am going to try and limit each episode to as close to a half an hour as I can, because obviously you have things to do through the day, and I have things to do through the day, and I don't want to completely overload you guys with hour-long episodes if I can help it. If we are at a boss or we're at a critical moment of the game that necessitates us running over, I'll jump that bridge when I get there. But on the whole, I am going to try and keep these at a half an hour as the usual protocol. And I have no idea how many episodes this is going to go. Again, we're going to play till I beat it, or we're going to play till I quit. So it'll be one or the other. And I am genuinely hoping it will be the former and not the latter. There's been very, very few games that I have ever played that I have ever just thrown in the towel and said I'm done. Okay, so who hello. Well, thank you, good sir, for dropping me a corpse, I guess, of some sort. Okay, so, well, there's the key. So what do I have on me here? I have a straight sword hilt, so it's not even a full sword. I have my armor, and that is it. Okay, so let me make sure I get my controls right here. And what are these? These are, okay, these are the camera controls. So, right stick will turn things around. Message here, good luck. Thank you. And, okay, so R1 is attack. R2 is, I guess, a big attack. L1, L2. Okay, so B is my roll. Okay, this lets me go to two-handed, sprint, and jump. Okay. Ooh, careful. And what do you do? Square. I do a shimmy. Okay. And, alright. Well. Okay. What is that sound that is walking around? Oh my god, hello. Hi, you big gruesome thing, you. Now, I know there is a boss that I have to fight in this, and I think that's him. Okay. So. Alrighty. That should be a cinch. Okay, what do I have right here? Okay, none of these guys are attacking me, which is helpful. And we have a ladder. Okay, up the ladder we go. And, bonfire. Okay, so now I know the value of having the bonfires, because these will allow me to level up and refill my medicine, which I don't have yet either. So, okay. Please don't be in here, fat boy. Okay, you're not in here. Why are you not in here? What? Oh. Hi. So there's another fat boy in here, and there's this fat boy. Okay. And there is what looks like a door over there. There's no door over here. And all I have is a broken sword. And there's that door. So my guess it's either going to be that door or that door that I need to try and find a way to get into, or I could stay and fight this guy with a sawed-off sword. Either way, I need to get from point A to point B as soon as humanly possible, and I might as well just book it. And it's that door. Okay. So I figured I was going to at least get out of the way of whatever was down there. So now he's there, and he's got his fat boy brother somewhere in this place that I hopefully don't have to fight twice in a row. Otherwise, that would make this seem just as crazy as people will make it out to be. Ow. Ow. Okay, so I got a shield. What do I need to do? Change equipment. Okay, give me a shield. Thank you. So, I have a shield now, which means, okay, that's block. And that is to swing. Okay. Now, I know you can parry stuff in this game. But primarily, I just want to be able to make sure I don't get turned into a pincushion. And we have something else to pick up. What is this? Ooh, longsword. Alright, now we have a proper blade. And... okay. Now we can get stuff done. Where are we at here? So we got about 10 minutes. So I'm thinking... oh, I like you. You'll do for a pig sticker for the time being. I know I get better swords throughout the game, but still. Okay, so. Hi. Who are you? Are you the guy that just dropped the corpse? Okay. I think so. Okay, so. There's a. I can't get it. Alright, I think I have to go up and get it. There's nothing over here. I'm curious what that is, though. I know we have to come back here a couple of times, and... okay, and I know there's a trick to this. There's like a rock that's gonna come... yeah, there it is. There's a... something's gonna get pushed down. Okay.
Oh, you. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid.
Okay, I assume lose my sanity.
You and I were both up.
Sure.
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. Oh, an Estus flask.
Aha.
Oh.
And key.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Okay, well, if you're gonna come after me and you're a knight, then I probably should just take you out now. Okay, I don't know if that was a good thing or not, but if he's gonna go crazy and I've got a big old fat boy of a boss to deal with, where am I here? Ooh, I'm back to the bonfire. Okay. Cool. Now, this is where I came in, this is where Fat Boy was, so I don't think I want to go back in there unless I want to get squashed. But if he's going to be coming after me, I don't want him to do so. So you're the one who rolled that... Oop, there we go. I know there's a way to lock onto... There's that key. So, what do we have around this way? There's a whole bunch of messages here. What do we get? Resting a bonfire revives enemies. That's right. So, you have to be careful because that resets the world. I remember Cowboy mentioning that. Whoop. I don't want to kick you. I want to kill you. Big difference. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay, we got Archer. No, you don't get to turn me into a pincushion. And there's you. Now this is one where I guess we're supposed to be able to like practice backstabs, which I know is like a super critical part of the combat in this game. If you can learn how to do a backstab, then there we go. Ooh, okay, I like you. So left trigger, okay, is repel. And after repelling, you can do a riposte, which I imagine is a free shot in French. So this is to do a parry. And I can already tell I'm not going to be good at that. Because it's going to be a matter of, parrying is all a matter of timing. And if you've ever watched me play Sucker Punch Sunday games, you'll know that my timing when it comes to combat is not great. So... have you just seen a real bright light? So I can only imagine that this will take me... okay. Right button while falling. Ooh, plunging attack. Okay. So what do we have here? Oh, we're up here. Hello. Oh! Nice! Hi! I like that. Ooh, but I don't like that. Now, I imagine I do not want to be, ooh, in front of that club. Move. Boy, I'm glad I can block at least. Okay, the butt stomp. I remember seeing that. Basically, I was told it's stick and move. So this is like a boxing match. Stick, move, and just, ooh. I do not need the gratuitous butt shot there, though. Thank you. We've almost got him. Did we get him? We got him! Nice! Okay. And we get the big pilgrim's key. That opens this door. Okay, and that opened that door to bring it back up. Okay, so I still hear the other big boy stomping around, but it looks like we, hopefully, I'm not going to poke the bear twice. That one was an interesting enough test. Come up this way. Is there anything else around here that I need to look for? I should look for stuff while I'm here, because I got a feeling we're not coming back here for a while. What is this message here? Good job, go straight ahead. Okay. Over here. Is there anything? Ooh, there's a nest over here. What's over here? There's eggs here, but not much else. Okay. Purely decorative, apparently. And, okay, there's a big cliff here. Oh, I know what this is. This is actually, I remember seeing this in the tutorial, and actually this is probably one of my favorite parts of this early part of the game. Because you get a trip on what Cowboy referred to as Crow Airlines.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Whoa! Hello. Big bird.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
So it seems like, based on what that knight was telling me, I am now undertaking the quest that he was supposed to have taken according to his family's history. Because whoever that guy was, he said that all this stuff was in his family about an undead, which I'm assuming is what we are, because that's what he said, leaving the asylum and coming to Lordran. So we have now, from what I can tell, has taken up his mantle. And now we are the ones who are going to get through the rest of this game. So, okay. And got it. And there's a guy there. Now, one thing I also understood from watching the playthroughs is that you have to, like, exhaust all the dialogue with all the characters you run into. So, if you know the storyline on this, I'm going to go through it just because, again, never played it, so I want to understand what everybody's saying. So, if you need to, just kind of fast forward through it really quick. So, like, I will talk to this guy who... Is he wearing chainmail? He's either wearing chainmail or, like, really shiny long johns. One of the two.
Well, what do we have here? Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead. Well,
I'm going to help you out.
Actually,
2 bells of awakening. Okay.
bells of one's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far.
Now, I have heard many a tale about Blighttown as being, like, the most frustrating part of this game. And I suspect if I can get that far, that's going to be likely my biggest test to see if I can manage to make it the rest of the way.
I don't know. Go in.
Weakness, hope.
Well, there are a
Few ways to go about it. Collecting bit by bit from corpses. You can butter up a cleric, get yourself summoned. Kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Giving thy neighbors only human after all. Okay.
Don't try it.
I'm not going to try anything clever. I just want to talk to you.
Oh, that. Well, one of the bells is up above in the
Okay, but the lift is broken. You need to climb the stairs to the ruins, access the undead burg through the waterway. So that looks like where I'm going first. Ooh, plague-infested Blighttown. Great. Okay. Anything else?
You up? I'm not up for.
Okay, so I've run him out. Ooh, there's something over here. Okay, there's humanities. Oh, can't go up that way. Let's see, is there anything over here? Doorway, doorway, doorway. I hope they're not enemies in here. Fire bombs. Okay, those could be handy in a pinch. And what is up here? Another NPC, and he is quite stout.
I am Petrus.
Petrus of Thorland. Have you business with us? If not, prefer to keep distance if possible. Okay. But
Hello there. I realize that
request to
I
retain our
but
distance.
I also want you to know. Here. No.
Take a copper coin.
Oh my. Oh. I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that?
Sure.
Very well.
Covenant with the gods. I mean, I know covenants are a part of this game too, so might as well get started on one. I don't know if it's going to give me any benefit this early in the game, but...
Now let me only...
So I'm not a cleric, so I don't know... What do you have here? Okay. This is all stuff that looks like I'm going to need a lot more... Yeah, because this, I think, requires stuff that I don't have. And I also know gestures are interesting in this game, so I will grab that.
Come again.
And not much else I can get from you, so, alright. What do we have here? Nothing there. Oh, wait a minute. I know there's a trick here. So, I remember seeing this in the tutorial. We drop down, we go through this way, and there's goodies down here. So, homeward bone. Okay. Ooh, morning star and a talisman. I don't know what the talisman's going to do for me, but having a morning star will be nice. Cracked red eye orb. And, oh, here we go. What do we got here? Lloyd's talisman. Okay, now I do know one of the things I have to be very, very leery of is that not every treasure chest in this game is a treasure chest. I know there are what are, I guess they're called mimics, that if you open the wrong chest, they will literally grab you and eat you, and that's it. So, okay. And I'm in the graveyard, and there's something over there. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this graveyard is a place where I need to kind of reset for, because it is... Or at least at this part of the game, I guess we're just supposed to, like, run through it. Hello, skeleton. I'm not interested in dealing with you right now. So, I'm going to head back over this way, and hopefully I can reset things. Did. Okay. So, let's see what else is up here. Chest over there, but it has been emptied. You're just a big statue. What's that? Oh, that's the crow. Look, what's that sound? Hopefully it wasn't something I was gonna have to fight. At least I hope I don't have to fight the crow. I don't believe we do. And if you know spoilers to this game, you know, if you can, don't leave them for me in the comments below. I want to find out more about this game as I play it. So... Okay, so... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go level up really quick, and then we are at about a half an hour, and then what we will do in the next episode is now we've got made it to Firelink Shrine, is we will do a little bit more exploring, and there's a couple of tricks that I had been told by people who have played this game that I should try. And it's part of why I went with the Master Key, because I was told that there is a way that you can get a really big boost early in the game as far as soul counts, and you can get one of the better shields in the game right out the gate. But at this level, it's a really, really dangerous proposition that could very easily blow up in my face. So, okay, so I want to definitely boost life, and I think I want to boost endurance because I want to be able to run and fight longer. So I'll have all this stuff at 13. I'll keep everything else where it is. At some point, I should see about getting my humanity swapped over, but I also know that leads me open to being invaded by gamers, and I want to avoid that if I can. So, okay. So we will leave it here for right now, and then the next episode we'll do a little bit more exploring, we'll do a little bit of fleshing out, and then most likely what we'll do is we will figure out our strategy going forward through the early part of this game. So, again, thank you to everybody who voted on the poll to have me try this out, and then, as always, my name is Ronan. It's been fun spending this time with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming, and we will talk to you in the next episode. Bye!